Hey everybody, it's Omniverse Flux, call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. And in the last episode, we had a lot of trouble with a couple of automated motion levels. Rocket Barrel and Minecart, both of them. And in this episode, we're going to move on and hopefully have a little bit less trouble. Shall we? 8-4, Smoky Peak. Again, neither rhyming nor alliterative, but I mean, I guess they're not sure what they could have done with this one. Oh yeah, this level, as you can see from that outline up there, there's gonna be something to this one. Okay, that was... Why was I not talking? Also, I was playing very badly. You want to try and avoid jumping on these particular tikis. I'm an idiot. But, oh, okay, it might work out. If you hit that switch or thing there, yeah, you get Rambi one more time, but you want to take him back earlier in the level a little bit. If you hit that, you get that, which has some bananas, but it's not really important, I don't believe. The puzzle piece is there. But okay. But I think you could still kind of try and get up there without Rambi, but I don't think you really need to get up there. Also, again, I need to stop not talking. I want the parts of the video I'm actually playing to be interesting. Okay, let me try something a little weird here. Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. There's gotta be a way I can... Okay. There's that puzzle piece, and honestly, I'm gonna just... I'm kind of tempted to redo this episode already because it just has not been working out very well. Okay, seriously? That was kind of pathetic. No. Can we actually just sort of go on? But no. This is kind of a weird level because it combines the silhouette, which I hadn't even mentioned up to this point, but yes, it's another silhouette level. But yeah, it's another silhouette level. Which, that's what you're supposed to do. You're actually supposed to get off of Rambi early to get to that puzzle piece, which I forgot to do until I had killed the other enemies and broken the platforms that you need to use to do that. But it's a silhouette level and a Rambi level, and it's the last of either of them, and I believe there's... Honestly, thinking about it, I'm pretty sure that kind of comes out to, in total... Also, those lava things kill you instantly, no matter how many Kongs or hearts you have. Even if you're on Rambi, they are just instant death. So yeah, you want to kind of avoid that. Just a little bit of a tip there for you. But also, again, they kind of give rewards to people who don't just barge ahead in this level, which is weird because you still need Rambi to barge ahead to get through half of the things, but barging ahead also makes the level harder and more dangerous. Like, okay, what you want to do here is let go of Rambi for a bit to grab the O. You can kinda sneak that one otherwise if you're careful, but you still want to do that because it's the more efficient way to go about things. But no. And again, also because of Rambi, it's like the first Rambi level. The main theme of it is breaking stuff and everything collapsing, which, I mean, it works for a Rambi level, and it's just sort of the only real difference it has with the Rambi level in World 1 is that it's more dangerous because everything is on fire, which also not necessarily a bad way of making things more dangerous, but it's just sort of, they admitted it kind of makes it even more obvious that they didn't really have any solid plans for what to do with Rambi or any other potential animal buddies they would bring back for this game, which is probably why they only had him have Rambi and he's only in 3 levels. They just didn't have any solid ideas for how to make anything else for them to do. Also, really, am I gonna have to do this again? I even saw it coming. I even said the thing about this level is that they stop you from just rushing forward. But it still didn't do anything for me. In the end, I still rushed forward, and yep, that's kind of what happens. Although the good side of this is I definitely have only... Okay. Don't break this one little section of bricks or rocks or whatever. And okay, so now you have to be careful. There's only one more puzzle piece left, but now the level's gonna get a lot more dangerous. There's the lava. Also, those pillars are just gonna collapse onto you. Also, watch that. That is the N just kind of draining out of, like, after a long drip of lava. So you have to actually time that carefully. So timing in this section of the level is actually pretty tricky. It's pretty tight timing, and you just sort of... And also, dealing with the timing badly tends to lead to instant death either through lava or from falling. One or the other. But... And also, if you die, you don't get Diddy Kong back for this last segment, which makes getting the N a much tighter timing. Dang, this is going to be a bit of a pain. I'm thankfully not having nearly as much trouble with this level so far as I had been with either of the 2 levels I played in yesterday's episode. Okay, I somehow got that. Okay, just wait for the drip. And... Okay, that was the worst possible jump I could have made. Stop it. I don't like that you're coming out to say hello every single level nowadays. The levels are not actually that hard. The game is not that hard. It's not hard. Everyone says it's a hard game. I don't think it's a hard game. I'm just having way more trouble, or at least getting frustrated way more easily than I usually do. That's just stupid. Why did they put the N there? That should have been a puzzle piece if they're gonna make you do that weird timing for that. The Kong letters... The Kong letters are usually not as hard to get as the puzzle pieces are, but this is probably one of, if not... Well, okay, I think there's another one in the other level I'm probably going to play today that's possibly even more obnoxious, and I believe it's also the N, but I think those are, like, where the 2 places where they actually make the Kong letters hard to get, which, I mean, I get that it's the last world, so you kind of have to... Oh, nope. Why is I not just running? You should just run through that. platforms are gonna collapse. But no. And it's like, they're making the Kong letters harder to get because it's the end of the game, but I get that. But at the same time, they should still be manageable, because the puzzle pieces are a lot more optional and a lot more bragging rights to get all of them. And honestly, I think that's one of the things. One of the reasons that I ended up doing this as a 100% Let's Play. I mean, other than just wanting to do all of the puzzle pieces because I like the game and want to show all of it. But I guess it's just sort of weak, kind of a thing. Aha. That is a little bit tricky. Also, if you don't have Diddy, it's a lot harder to get to, but no. I think that's kind of me being a little bit overly confident in myself. I thought that I would be good at the levels on their own, so I decided to make sure I would get all the puzzle pieces in this LP as kind of a challenge run. Like, I didn't want it to be too easy, but even without that, it's just become a lot harder. Also, we're going into the next level. I kind of have been talking through the end of that level. Bobbing Basalt. This is another level that's really tricky. I mean, again, all of the levels in World 8 they're not easy. I keep complaining that I'm making the levels seem harder than they are. But that said, they're still objectively difficult levels. That's why they're in the late game. But, and also, as the level name implies, you've got bobbing platforms of kind of rising in and out of the lava. Also, the ones that go under the surface of the lava, they glow slightly after they merge. At that point, they're too hot to stand on, and you will, I think, either take damage or instantly die if you attempt to. Also, these things are really annoying because they are semi-random. Like, they're not completely random, I don't think, but they are definitely annoyingly close to being so. Also, okay. Oh, I didn't even realize I was gonna do that. If you get all the bananas in here, I think you get extra life. I don't believe it's a puzzle piece, but it might be. You know what? I am gonna take a chance and check. I got all the bananas at least. That's kind of a trap for people who get too greedy, I think. But it's also, I guess it's also there just to, if you care more about the bananas than surviving. Well, okay. But yeah, see, the ones that go under the lava glow slightly when they emerge, so don't be too hasty to jump into them. Also, that is just one of the more easy puzzle pieces. And again, if they give you a puzzle piece just sort of out of nowhere like that, why do they make some of the Kong letters really hard in this part of the game? I don't know. But now let me try and get these all, just because this thing doesn't sink quite as slowly as I thought it was going to. Also, wow, I am playing really badly. Also, I like how these last couple episodes have drained my life counter from 99 when I went to try and fight the boss of World 7. I had 99 lives, but now I'm all the way back down to 48. I expected to be using those lives on the chicken boss, because I always have so much trouble with that. And, well, about that, okay, so you just take damage, you don't get instantly killed, like if you fall into the lava, but it still hurts, so avoid it if possible, especially if you only have one hit. Which, I guess that's a rather obvious statement, but you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Why am I playing so badly? This level is difficult. There's a lot to go wrong. Actually, this kind of gets into something I was saying in the last episode, during the rocket barrel part where I was speeding it up because I was failing at the same thing over and over again before the first checkpoint even. I think I'm starting to realize there are two different types of difficulty in video games. One is when what you're being asked to do is just genuinely difficult to do. Like, the actual task is difficult. But there's a slightly different type of difficulty where it's not so much the task being difficult as... Okay, so that is a puzzle piece, so it was worth me going back for. Well, I feel a little bit less annoyed now. But... But there's a slightly different variety of difficulty when it's not so much, and that's what this level is more going into. It's not so much that the actual level, the platforming itself, is difficult compared to other levels in the game. But it's more so that there's more chances to fail and more severe punishments. Like, there's more opportunities to fail, I guess is what I'm saying. And in some ways, that basically just is the same as the task being more difficult, but it's subtly different in some ways, if you ask me. Okay, that was really close. Also, I was so panicking there so much I kind of lost my train of commentary. But no, it's like there's a subtle difference between difficulty coming from difficulty and difficulty coming from just having a lot of different chances and ways to fail. Also, this. You got to jump through here without jumping too high so that you jump onto that upper row of platforms. And between the... Yeah, that's for the end. That's for a Kong letter. All of that is for something you have to get every single time you die later on in the level than that part. That is just... There's no other word for it. That's insane, and I honestly feel like it's kind of unfair. That should be a puzzle piece, not a Kong letter, honestly, if you ask me. I'm not a game designer. Maybe there's a reason they made that this hard. But even making something difficult, which, again, it's not impossibly difficult, but it's still a lot to make you go through every single time. Also, blow on that a lot for a puzzle piece, which is not nearly as hard. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's something in that wall too, but I don't know if there's a barrel later on to use. There probably is that you can come back from there. But okay, really? Because I'm pretty sure you have to throw a barrel at that wall I died in front of last time. And that gets you into a bonus area. But yeah, that wall there. But wow, the only barrel that you can get at that part is literally the DK barrel from the checkpoint. So, you know what? I'm going to do something a little silly and skip the end. I will go back to it for when I need to, but I'm going to do that so that I can get this barrel to that wall, because if that's a boat, really? Well, I'm just gonna... I know this is stupid, and I know it's making it... I did that. You know what? Screw it. If that's a bonus area, I will cut back to that in the way that I usually do for missed puzzle pieces. Because that's just really weird, and again, I don't really see why, because it seems like there's definitely supposed to be something there. Okay. Why do I keep forgetting? I keep forgetting I'm supposed to carry this barrel with me. Maybe the reason I keep forgetting is because it's such an obnoxiously long way to make you carry a barrel. This level is dumb. This level... I forgot just how dumb the later parts of this level can get, not even necessarily relating to the overall gimmick of the bobbing platforms that give it its name. It's just really... There's so much finicky and precise stuff to do in this level Yeah, see, this leads to a bonus area. I'm gonna at least get the puzzle piece, hopefully. Okay, yeah, this one is one that's fairly easy to not fail. So, at least it has that going for it. Just don't do something reckless like I was about to there, but... Okay, see? Now I don't actually have to ever go and try and carry that barrel there again. But... Now I also can't really go back and get the... Because of the way that those things go, it's basically just a weird one-way door. It's just dumb. You can't get both the end and all the puzzle pieces in one run. At least I don't have to worry about the barrel anymore. And I can just focus on getting the end. It's like, okay, I thought the end was really dumb in this level, but honestly, just everything that they make you do in this level is kind of a little bit on the insane side, and I kind of wish it wasn't that way. I don't mind. Okay, see, that's also a thing. It's like if you just jump a little bit too high for this, you have to go back and start it again because you just kind of, oops, you went above the other platform. And also, these. See, I just got a little bit scared and jumped a little high to give myself a little bit of hang time before I fell down into the lava, and now I have to do it again. I don't know. I'm getting really frustrated at this game really easily, and not in places I was expecting to. I was expecting to get really frustrated at the game at, say, 6K or 7B, but not in this level. I knew it was dumb, but I wasn't expecting to get this frustrated. But, also, yeah, that's just, okay. Do I have all the puzzle pieces, actually? Because oh wait, crap, no, don't do that, I did that again. Also, no, I do not, because there's 6 out of 7, and I have 1, so that means I have 1 more left to get. But we have also not even seen the G? Man. My editing sessions lately have just become not fun for just how much I've had to cut out and get back to. And that's the thing, it's like, I do enjoy editing my videos, but I'm also lazy about it. So the more work I have to do for an individual episode to come in at a decent time, or in a way that I feel like would actually be entertaining to watch, the more work I have to do for that, the less I look forward to doing the editing itself, even though I generally enjoy the process of editing. Okay, why am I just so bad with the timing there? Okay, timing! Why am I so bad with timing? Also, just the amount of stuff that happens between checkpoints in this level, in these levels. Also, the Randy level was absurdly generous, since I could have 3 checkpoints. I feel like the other levels in this world have not been nearly as generous with the checkpointing. So, and again, so it's just sort of weird. But again, why do I do that? Why do I do that? Okay, can I actually make that jump? Okay, yeah. So it's not impossible. Wow, that's just a really simple puzzle piece. I'm getting actually angry at this game, and I've been doing that basically every time I've tried to record lately. And I'm not liking it because I want to enjoy this game. I want to be having fun playing this game, and I usually have fun playing this game. Why can I not have fun playing this game? I feel like that's another reason why I'm not happy with the way I'm raging. A lot of times, like, people will be hamming it up for the camera just the fact that they are playing a game, and it's just sort of, they're freaking out about things. I feel like, compared to a lot of other people who can make that entertaining, I feel like a lot of my rage is just genuine. It's like I don't pretend to be angry easily, and I don't feel like I generally get super angry super often, but when I do, I honestly will admit that I have anger issues in some ways. Like, if I actually do genuinely get angry, it's way more than I honestly have any right to be usually. And that's something I don't really like about myself. But, I mean, I go through the same sort of things as anybody else. I try to justify it in the fact that maybe I have a good reason to be angry, but I still get way angrier than I really could imagine being justified. Also, that's the G. You just kind of have to let the platform sink a little bit before you jump from it. But yeah. No, and I feel like this game has been bringing out my anger issues a little bit, and it's like, I feel like that's almost too scary to enjoy watching. Like, there's a difference between watching somebody get upset at a video game because they're failing and seeing somebody just get legitimately angry, and I feel like I go too far in that direction. It's like, it's almost kind of like Raocow in some ways. Like, I know I mentioned him yesterday, but when he gets angry, it's like, you definitely feel it, and it's not fun to watch, and I feel like I kind of get the same way when I'm angry. And I don't really want to do that in my LPs. But anyway, next time, we will hopefully be less angry, but I get the feeling that won't necessarily be the case because we have the 2 last levels in the game's main story, coming up tomorrow. This has been, is, and will continue to be Somnium Respiratory Flux. Goodbye.